In today's video, I'm waking up in a Planet Fitness parking lot, heading out to Home Depot to get some parts to do a little van build project, making a delicious beef and barley soup in the Instant Pot. We're taking the drone for a flight and doing a little street stealth camping. I packed a ton into today's video. You're not going to want to miss it. Good morning, friends. We are currently waking up in a parking lot down here in beautiful Yuma, Arizona. Just putting together some coffee. Got my 2-finger pistol grip coffee mug. We're going to do a little bit of butter in with the coffee. Make us some bulletproof coffee here. It's supposed to be good for you. We'll test it out, see how it works. I stayed the night here. So one cool thing about living in a vehicle in a city is you get to, park all over the place, stay different locations. And because, in this case, this vehicle, this van, this box truck is my home, there's never really you don't have to go home. You just kind of relocate your home throughout the city. So, for example, yesterday I was cruising around. I wanted to go to the gym. So this parking lot I'm at right now, this is a parking lot of Planet Fitness and a bunch of other stores. And so I came here last evening, went and got a good gym workout, and I came back to the box truck, did a little computer work, did a little organizing, and just decided to stay the night here. I didn't have any really plans of anywhere specific I needed to be. Oh, here's my coffee. Let me get that coffee real quick. But yeah, it's really interesting living in a vehicle. I've been doing it for 7 years now, full-time in a vehicle. Even though I'm visiting my dad right now, staying at his house to work on these build projects to get this box truck complete. I still live in the box truck. I'm not staying in a guest bedroom or anything. I just am super comfortable in this space. I love having everything organized. I know where everything's at. I have all the creature comforts I need. And so that's one of the many perks. We're waking up in a Planet Fitness parking lot. We're going to go get a haircut. And then we don't have to drive home. We're just going to walk 100 feet from the haircut, the barber shop, and we're back home again. And I want to show you guys what I've been working on in the box truck. Every week I'm doing projects, trying to get this thing dialed in, built out, looking good, looking like a home, a true proper home. So I'm going to put up the bed real quick here. Again, this is a full-size Murphy bed. And so all you got to do is you put these little straps across the bed, and that holds the mattress and all your blankets in place. And then you can just fold the bed right closed, and it'll be here for me when I'm ready to sleep again. So we'll just fold that up. There it is. Slide it closed for good measure, just so we don't hit any bumps that send it flying down. So if you guys have been watching my videos recently, you will remember this rear wall was basically just completely white top to bottom. So here's what I did. Now this bottom portion, this is a deck. So when you fold that down, you can sit on it outside. And so what I did is I ended up using this, this is actually like a foam flooring that they use for boats, like for ski boats. So it's meant to be in the water, it's meant to be in the sun. It's got kind of a soft, non-slip texture to it. So I put that across the whole bottom of the deck portion, with the thought process just being that, since it's going to be out in the outdoors, if it gets dirty or whatever, I can just hose it off or sweep it out, and it should be a pretty good durable piece. And then on the top, that was all pure white. I added some birch to the edges just to kind of blend it in with the rest of the truck. The problem I had is this whole rear section was just way too much white. The bed was all white. The rear door was all white. It wasn't looking right. So I added the birch. I trimmed it with the blue trim, little 90-degree angle trim. So now we got that kind of finished looking. And up here I put up my sticker board. I actually transferred this from my previous box truck. So that's like 3 years old. It's got a bunch of old Nomad friends I've met along the way, and then some new friends. And then down here I'm going to be putting in a window, so that's one more project. But basically that whole lower section, I found a big window that's 40 inches wide, 15 inches tall, so it will almost fill that entire space. So that's just a quick update on the rear of the box truck, but I think it's looking better already. So the coffee should be ready. Pour up some coffee here in my little pistol grip coffee mug. So I think I might go ahead and just open the rear door. Enjoy the views of the parking lot here in Yuma, Arizona. Why not? See what's going on out there. Take a little seat on my bench. Set my coffee on the rail here. And there we are. There's an RV over there across the parking lot. Right over here is the haircut place. As soon as I finish my coffee, we'll go get that taken care of. But yeah, a couple palm trees in the parking lot. It's kind of funny to be at home and also simultaneously be at the Planet Fitness parking lot at the same time. We're home and we're in a parking lot. It's pretty cool though. Really doesn't matter where I'm at though. I always just enjoy popping open that rear door, just hanging out, just observing, taking in the sights. All right, checking the time. It is 11:30 a.m. We should go get a haircut. I'm sure they pick up a little bit as you get closer to afternoon and into the evening, more people trying to get cuts. So we'll cruise over there to Empire Barber of Yuma, Arizona, and see if they can do something to this mop for me. It's actually looking pretty good today. Today's kind of a good hair day. Feeling good about it, but I need it trimmed up. All right, let's see how they do. Let's get a little before of this crazy mop. And here we are, getting back. I gotta say, getting a haircut, getting a clean haircut definitely makes me look a little younger, maybe a little less haggard. But yeah, something about just getting a clean cut. I like it. I'm a fan. I should get these more often. Heck yeah. Still got the coffee ready to go. About to pour up the last of my coffee here for the road. Before we drive away, just got to put things away, get everything off the counters so we don't have stuff slipping and sliding as we bounce down the road. It looks good. We're ready to hit the road. Let's do it. So we got a short drive. The grocery store is just right across the parking lot here. And then we'll have a little bit longer drive into town to Home Depot. Let's go.
One, place your item.
We got the ingredients for the soup. I already have the barley, I already have the beef. The main things I needed for the soup today was this Better Than Bouillon beef broth. Also, I got a 15 bean soup mix. But we're gonna go ahead now and drive to Home Depot, and I wanna soak the beans as soon as I get there, let them kind of plump up a little bit in the water. So we have made it to the Home Depot parking lot. Let's go ahead and get set up. I want to soak the beans really quick, and then we will take measurements for the hinge. Then we'll go into Home Depot and see about buying a hinge. So it's kind of cool. This is a 15 bean mix. So it's got all kinds of stuff in there, lentils and kidney beans and pinto beans and black beans and navy beans and white beans. Hit it with a little water and then let that soak for the day while we do our projects. All right, let's get some measurements for the cabinet door here. Go ahead and pull off the face of it. And I got my tool bag down here. Let's grab a tape measure. And so my plan is to get a piano hinge and secure it right to this edge here, to the edge of the door. So all we really need is the height. Looks like maximum height is gonna be 40 inches. So if I can find a piano hinge, either a single hinge that's like 36 inches, or if I can get a couple smaller ones, which I don't know if they make smaller piano hinges. But anyway, that's kind of the plan. So I think we got a good idea. We'll go ahead and head into Home Depot, pick up some supplies. Additionally, next week I'm going to be doing a custom epoxy pour on the desktop here. It's going to be transformed from white into a very vibrant, like metallic orange with white and silver and gray and black. It's going to look really cool, almost like a marbled finish. And so I need to pick up some epoxy today, as well as some spray paint to complete that project. So we got a couple things to purchase. I'm excited. Let's get after it. So I got these. That's about what I'm looking for. Satin nickel finish, that's perfect. But it's 48 inches. My max length is 40, and I don't have any tools with me to cut that down. in the box truck. Everything's back at my dad's spot. Let's see what else they got. Oh, here's some shorter ones up here. So here we go. We'll be able to use this. So this is 1 1/16 of an inch by 12. So if I do 2 of these, one on the top, one on the bottom, that should be plenty. That a door's not too heavy. So we'll do that. We'll do 2 of these, no problem. All right, let's see about installing these hinges. See if we can get an actual door going in today. I think the continuous hinge would have been easier. It might be a little tricky to try to align the 2 independent hinges, but see what happens. It's gonna go like this, bam. So we'll see basically half the hinge exposed, and then when we open the door, it'll go all the way around, and it'll be able to open like 100% or 180 degrees. I don't see any reason that will not work. So the first thing I'm gonna do is screw the hinge to the face, and then that should give me a nice straight line. And then once this is attached, then we'll go ahead and screw the door on. I'm gonna come down 3 inches from the top. We'll send in a little spot bit here. Something like this, and then we'll send in our screw like this. All right, now we'll go ahead and open the second package, and we will install the lower hinge. There it is, looking flexible. So now, let's see about dropping the door in place like this. Boom. So I have this little clamp I'm gonna use to hold it in place, make sure the height looks good and make sure it matches the other door. So now I'm looking at the gap right here. I wanna make sure those are the same height. That looks really good. Very, very close. Close enough. So now we'll just go ahead and screw in onto the spine there. We should be in business. And here it is, all the screws installed in the hinge. So for the closure, I'm going to be using monkey magnets. These guys right here, you might have seen them on television, as seen on TV. I used them on most of my cabinet doors. I got them on this one right here. So if you pull on it, it's pretty tight, but if you pull harder, it opens up. And you can see I got the little monkey piece here, monkey piece here, and then when you close it, you get a nice magnetic latch. Nothing flies open while you're driving. So these are the monkey magnets. I also have some bootlegs from Amazon. They have no brand on them. They were a little bit cheaper, and actually they're a little bit stronger than the monkey magnet. Maybe like a tiny bit. But I think we're gonna go ahead and use the bootleg magnets for this one because they are a little bit stronger. Run that guy in. They also give you this double stick tape. So we're gonna use double stick tape on the door side, and then I'll show you guys what the trick is for lining that up. So we'll take the magnet piece and we'll put it in right here where it lives. And then we're gonna take this double stick tape and we're gonna stick that right on top. So now we're gonna peel off the back of this sticky. Where's my knife at? There we go. So now all we have to do is just push the door closed and push it like this. And that magnet should seat right where we want it to. See if that tape holds the magnet in place. There it is. Magnet's in place on the door, base right here. Now listen when I shut it. Bam! You hear that? Oh, that's a bootleg monkey magnet. Let's go. So the last thing we have to do is the knobs. I have these brushed nickel square knobs. They're the same ones I've used everywhere else on all my other cabinet doors. You can see them up there. Just like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and just twist on the knob from the outside. Screw it in. See how it looks. There it is. Let's straighten it out a little bit. Just like that. Dang, that looks good. That looks good. So here we go. On one side, magnet latch on the other side. Easy open with the auto open hinges and then the slow close. Take a final look at it. The two knobs are damn near the same height. Up top here, the door is pretty much the same height right across. And we got our little hinge on the side. We're in business, we did it. Little door project out here in the parking lot of Home Depot, getting it done. My favorite thing about doing projects in the Home Depot parking lot, so good, is that if you need something, if you run into a material or something you don't have with you, you can just walk right inside, grab it, buy it, and then come right back and continue the project. So it's super handy to be able to do projects in the Home Depot parking lot. I'm a big fan. So that's it. We got it. One more project off the list. Door access to the computer cabinet. Now, I think it's time to get started on our soup. Look at this. The beans have been soaking for several hours. They've drank up quite a bit of water. I can see these ones, whatever these are, whatever type of beans these are, they're all plump and a little bit soft. So first thing we're going to do is cook up this meat. This is actually some bargain meat that I purchased. Look at that, reduced to $3.50 a pound. So we're gonna first just cook this up. Now I don't know that you necessarily need to brown it first, especially if we're cooking it in the Instant Pot, but I figure, how can it hurt? How can it hurt? It can't hurt. A couple carrots, a bell pepper. Additionally, we're gonna chop up some onion. The discount beef. Smells good to me. You always gotta give it the smell test. Always. Always. There's a lot of fat in here, which is good. I'll take it. Lots of beef fat. That's like a huge chunk of fat right there. Anyway, I'll take it. Add a little fat. I could use a little extra fat. I could use another 10 pounds of fat on my body. And this is all organic produce, by the way, from Fry's. So I'm just going to chop up these carrots. This bell pepper. And I can smell this beef cooking. We're gonna go ahead and just stir this up a little bit. There we go, and then some onion. Oh, you know what else? I also have this garlic that I've been just kind of sitting on for a while. I think I'll throw that in as well. There's one. Do another one. This stuff's just been sitting on my counter. I might as well use it all up. Now we'll just dice all this up into little pieces. I don't think it needs to be cut up super thin because it's all going to get boiled down. Go ahead and just dump this in. Go ahead and give the beef a stir. We got to do the barley. Now you're supposed to rinse it. You don't have to obviously soak it or anything. We'll go with a full cup. I'm just guessing, by the way. There's no official recipe here. So the beef is looking pretty good here. I think I'll go ahead and turn it off. Take a gander at the parking lot here. Little furniture store. next to the Home Depot. Should be sunset in about an hour, maybe hour and a half. And might go ahead and fly the drone, see if we can get some nice sunset shots. All right, so we have our 1 cup of barley that's been rinsed. I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle that in. I need a bigger Instant Pot. I think I'm gonna have to use less beans. Also, I might just use half of this. This was 1 pound of ground beef. I might just use half of it. So if you look in the Instant Pot, this is where obviously the barley's at. Up here, this is our max fill for our liquid. So we can't go above that little line down there. So we're gonna be cutting it close for sure. And so we got all the veggies in the bottom. If I go and kind of stir it up, there you can see the carrots and the bell pepper and the onion. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start adding some beef and just kind of see how it looks. So I think one more scoop would be about half of that 1 pound container. And then let's start adding in some beans out of our 15 bean soup. I'm just going to use my hands here. What I need is like a little ladle that has the slits in the bottom so the water doesn't get in there. Anyway, we'll go like this. I think that's about all that I should be adding because I have to put in enough liquid to compensate for the lentils and the beans. The lentils are going to absorb a ton of, or the barley, I mean. The barley is going to absorb a ton of water. So we got a brand new beef flavor, better than bouillon. Last time I made this soup, all I had was chicken flavor. So I put chicken bouillon in with cooked up beef, but it was still delicious. I wonder how much I should use. 1 teaspoon is the same as 1 8-ounce can of broth. Should I do 2 teaspoons? We'll put in 1. Oh, that's thick. That's a little more than 1. This better than bouillon, it can be a little bit concentrated, but that seems like really not that much. So we're gonna try 2. We'll do 2 teaspoons. There's a lot of liquid in here. I think it should be good. And then now I just want to cover the top with water. All right, so here it is. You can see right down here, that's the maximum fill right down there. So it's pretty much maxed out. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a stir. And it looks like a lot of liquid right now, but keep in mind the beans and the barley have not, they have not plumped up yet. So my guess is this is actually probably not even enough liquid. I bet you by the time it's cooked, it's actually, there's not going to be much liquid left. You might even have to add some. All right, so there it's all pretty mixed up. So let's go ahead and let it cook. All right, we're putting the lid on, and I like to cook with the Instant Pot on the opposite counter, so that way it leaves the main prep counter free for other tasks. So we'll set it right over here. But anyway, there it goes. 25 minutes on high cook on the Instant Pot. We'll take a look at the little timer here. Currently 5:37 p.m. 96% battery charge, 150 watts coming in, 854 going out for the Instant Pot. Welcome back, my friends. It is currently the evening time, 7:43 p.m. The Instant Pot is complete. It's been complete for a little bit.
but I went ahead and let it do its natural release cycle, so it's 100% ready to eat. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drive out to our evening stealth camp location, and then once we get there and get parked up, we'll go ahead and relax, put the bed down, serve up some of this delicious bean barley soup. Let's take a look at the temperature really quick. It's cooling down a little bit tonight. 62 degrees outside, 75 in the box truck. The box truck does do a good job of maintaining a comfortable temperature inside. And let's take a look at the battery after we finished all of our cooking. You can see we still have 87% battery remaining. We're currently only using 74 watts of electricity. That's just the Starlink running. So let's go ahead and just move on to our night location. I'm gonna just set the Instant Pot on the ground for now while we're driving. It'll be fine. We'll just set it in the corner there. We're not going too far. So the Instant Pot's down there. I got my water jar. We're all ready to ride. Let's roll out and get set up and have some dinner. All right, so I got a stealth camping spot. It is just 6 minutes away. I found this spot a few weeks ago. I was just driving through town and I found there's this spot. It's kind of commercial. And basically, it's like a cul-de-sac that they've installed the street, but they haven't built any buildings yet. So it's technically a public city street, but there's no buildings, no businesses there, no traffic, because it's a cul-de-sac, so it doesn't go anywhere. And so it looks like a pretty good spot to stay the night. So we'll go ahead and go over there. It's only 1.6 miles, 6 minutes away. And it's also very, very close to Planet Fitness. So I got a workout yesterday. I got no workout today. So tomorrow we're going to get up, have our morning coffee, do a little video editing. And then, about maybe noon or so, I'll head over to Planet Fitness, get my workout on. So it sounds like a good plan to me. I'm ready for it. Let's roll out. Let's roll out. I'm excited to try that soup, that beef barley soup. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten in many hours, and I'm curious how it's gonna taste. The box truck was smelling pretty good, pretty delicious. However, one thing I did notice is there was quite the strong smell of garlic, and so I was like, man, it sure smells a lot like garlic in the box truck, more than anything else I put in that soup. And then I kind of thought back on it, and I was like, man, I did put a lot of garlic in there. I mean, basically 2/3 of an entire clove of garlic. So I'm hoping it's delicious. I'm hoping I didn't garlic bomb it with like just way too much. So we're gonna find out together, but I'm confident it's gonna be tasty, because pretty much anytime I just kind of throw something together, it always just seems to turn out to be good. So I really have no reason to believe tonight is gonna be any different. Up on the spot. Yeah, so this is like under development. This whole thing here, they're gonna put in a bunch of commercial. They just haven't built anything yet. But right here to our right, there's this little roundabout, and so this is where we're gonna go. So you can see there's one little Class C RV on the side here. Got his slide out. He's doing the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and just cruise down here, take this roundabout, something like this.
here's the spot. Nice quiet little cul-de-sac. Some buildings off in the distance, but nothing close. So even though this is a really chill spot, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop the blackout curtains just for a little bonus privacy. There we are. Put back Mr. Potato. There it is, right there. All right, let's see how we did. I'm curious. Another question is there enough liquid? Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, it smells good too. I'm getting right away. I'm getting hit with the little beef aroma. This looks so good. Check this out. There it is. It's got actually a nice brown color to it. Look at this. We got the beef and the onions and the bell pepper. Dang, that looks really good. That looks hearty and it looks healthy. Let's do a little taste test just right off the bat. I'm curious. We'll get a little barley, a little onion, a little bell pepper, a little bean, a little broth. That's like the perfect amount of liquid too. There it is. There it is. Whoa! It's still hot. It's hot. No, but it's good though. It's really good. Good consistency too. Like the peppers and the carrots, everything's cooked nicely. Cooked nicely, but not overcooked. Heck yeah, guys, we did it. Let's serve it up. I need like a ladle or something for some bigger portions here, but let's go ahead and dump it straight in the bowl here. Dang. A little bit of beef. Let's get a little bit of broth in there. There it is. Nice. That looks perfect. All right, so we got the bowl. Let's go ahead and set up the bedroom. Get it feeling cozy in here. Do 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 do. Bam. And there we go, just like that, transform the living room into the bedroom. Let's go ahead and fire up the television, see who's on YouTube tonight. Oh, that's nice. After a busy day of building and projects and cooking, come back to the 48-inch LG OLED TV with the Starlink. Check out the YouTubes. See what we got. We got Burnt Peanut. We got Jack Morgan. Sam Crack. I like Sam Crack. He's funny. He does a lot of car repairs. Most remote homestead on earth. Pawn Stars. I like to watch Pawn Stars sometimes while I'm eating. It's just interesting. I do like Matt's Off-Road Recovery a lot. We'll go ahead and watch him while we're eating dinner.
Only a few miles from the pin, and from the looks of it, they almost made it through the trail. They were hundreds of yards from getting onto this nice road that we're on right now. I hope they're doing okay. Do you hear that? The sweet's gone.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Nomad Brad Show. We're all wrapped up for the evening, getting ready for bed. Let's take a quick peek at the stats. 57 degrees outside, 74 degrees inside. 11:42 p.m. Current battery charge 63%. We're using 64 watts on the Starlink. Take a quick peek outside, see what's happening. Got that RV across from us, still just hanging out. Also, there's a van that pulled up and parked right in front of me. We're all sharing the cul-de-sac here. Looks like a pretty quiet, uneventful evening. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here, and I'll check in with you guys in the morning, see how we're doing, see what it looks like when the sun comes up bright and shiny, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, friends. Look at that sun. It is a bright, beautiful morning. Let's take a check at what's going on. Currently 58 degrees outside, 62 in the box truck. It is 10 a.m. We got our RV neighbor still parked there in the spot with his slide out. Our front camper van neighbor has taken off. Otherwise, the street is looking pretty empty. If we come on over here, I noticed there's a guy out here just parked up in the rock, like in the sand, right next to the rocks there. Battery check, 67%. Capacity, 790 watts coming in, 81 going out. So we made it through the night, no issues, no troubles. It was a very quiet spot. Did a little reading after eating dinner and watching Matt's off-road recovery. And then I went to bed. It was a successful evening of box truck stealth camping, so I appreciate you guys for watching. I'm taking off. I'm going to go over to Planet Fitness, get a workout in, and then start editing this video for Sunday. I'm a busy man. I got a lot to do. So I appreciate you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. This is Nomad Brad signing out. Peace.